we go back to racing on a different track. Yeah, it's a 3rd mile. Yeah, it's an infield course. But I see them setting up.
I was going to say, there's a lot of activity going on down there, Tommy.
I see them
How about,
setting up the kidney bean.
now doesn't this make sense? If we're going to have 2 races, why not have 2 different tracks?
I like it. I'm a fan of it. So we got the Tucker Tire Enduro class coming up next.
Does it surprise you that it seemed like we had more carnage in the oval than we usually see in the road course?
You know, I was going to say, we haven't seen carnage like what we saw on that opening lap of the oval race. So that was pretty nasty. I mean, that kind of goes to show the speeds.
Well, that just kind of set the precedent, because then later in that race, we really lost a car. Well, they're still setting up the track. Enduro will be coming out.
Now, there's no fooling around in this class. It used to be a fool around class where you'd bash out the windows and go. But now we are NASCAR sanctioned, and we must get that damn tractor tire on the start-finish line before we go racing, because Bill France would not approve. Oh, yeah. No. Looks like we're set. I think it was an uncooperative tire.
I just love that Michael A., because we know that Atkinson out here, he'll do a lot of work during the week, right?
Yep.
But something tells me that he just loves the art that was created when Rotundo went through the wall, that he's like, I ain't touching this.
Right. It just gives you an extra bit of stopping distance.
Now it's a parking spot.
Yeah. It's stopping distance before you get the 2X.
Do you like inverts?
I do.
Looks like we have one.
Tony Price, he looks to be starting where he left off, or looks to be starting where he started last race.
Exactly, yep. Outside of him, the 35 machine is John Beard. Row number 2, the 62 of Brad Stillman, and the 3 of Cheryl Hyland. Starting in the 5th spot, Robbie Salcido in the 16, and the 19 of Jason Woolcott. Now, I was going to mention that Woolcott was smoking quite a bit in the last race, and then I looked up and realized he's not even on the track.
Yeah, that does tend to be an expensive habit.
Yeah, so in fact, a number of these guys that I'm naming aren't here. The 73 is Sonia Claus, and the 57 of Trish Rojas. And rounding out the field, Robert Rice, point leader. Climbing up in the all-time wins list, master of mayhem. We'll see what he can do in this race. Starting in the 10th spot, it begins our sport class. Rodney Argo in the 9. The 4 is Ian Rotundo. 37 of James Bolinas. 13th place starter, the 27 of Joe Sprider, and the 18 of Bobby Osmond to his outside. Row 8, the 39 of Joe Furlow, and the 6 of Mike McIntyre. Row number 9, the 88 of Rick Conti, who is not on track, and the 71 of Bori Molina rounding out the field. The 49 of Daniel Azalina. Not surprised, unfortunately, to not see that car joining us. However, we're getting ready for the start of this race. I was taking a look at why Kubik was starting in the back. But we go green, Tommy. Now, road course style. It's the kidney bean.
These starts are wild, so
contact up
gotta
front.
survive.
Contact up front. Beard turn.
He's gonna be on the outside of this corner, and he's not gonna do himself any favors.
Beard. Oh, Stillman wrecking further up. It's going to take Bolinas. You said it, Tommy. That didn't help Beard. That driver was second in points coming into tonight as Salcido takes the lead.
Oh, but he's gonna.
I love it.
Thought he was gonna spin it out.
This is why I love this course, man. Here comes Argo. Argo's just like, please, can someone not hit me in this one?
Look out, Price. He's going to be really low to the inside. You have to hit the brakes hard.
3 cars lined up for the sport lead. It is Argo, Bolinas, and Brighter. Not a lot of movement from last race winner Robert Rice yet. He might be in survival mode right now. He hits Stillman. Now, Tommy, when you and I raced in this class, yeah, watch out. It only took the slightest of bumps before we went, okay, I'll dump you.
Oh, yeah. No, we retaliated worse than we ever got an issue with.
Stellman's about to lose his front bumper. Up front, it's Argo taking the overall lead from Salcedo. Well, those remain your two leaders in both classes. Molinas. Man, that wall might actually cause a problem here. It looks like a couple cars are really hanging it out wide. Stellman almost takes it out. Someone is going to hit that wall. Luckily, it's made of plastic. So.
And, I mean, it's kind of proven that if somebody does hit that wall, you've gone way out of line, kind of pushing it too hard.
The bumper looks like in turn number 1 just came off of one of the cars. I don't know if they'll call a caution for that debris, but it looks pretty sizable. Oh, and someone ran over it. I can't tell if it's metal or plastic.
Hopefully it's plastic, because you'll feel it if it's metal.
Little contact between Rice and Rotundo there. Corey Molina trying to follow through. Rice carrying that outside speed and momentum. Now, watch this side-by-side battle. Watch how close these cars come to the wall. Watch out, Price turn. Someone's going to forget at some point that there's that wall there.
Oh, they'll understand it later.
They'll remember pretty quick.
All right, up front for the overall, you got the top 3. All within striking distance.
All of them for the sport class. Right now, second place, I mentioned him earlier, but now in our street division, it is Robert Rice. So he's in second.
And Jorge Molina making his way through the field like you talked about, that invert. The winner goes to the rear here in this class.
Oh, turn. See, that's one of the things with that wall is you could actually use it to your advantage.
Oh, 3 wide.
Yeah, that wasn't going to work, but it did. Nice driving by all those drivers. So Rotundo had to back out of it.
Keep an eye on this battle up front. Here we go for second. Too Tall Joe trying to do the over-under on.
Talk about parity, Tommy, in this sport class. Ryder and Molinas seemed like we didn't talk about them once in the last race. Now here they're coming forward to try and finish this one off. Uh-oh, we got different beliefs. Did someone hit the tire?
No, I think Molinas forgot where he was for a second.
This looks like it pokes out enough that we might see a couple try and cut it.
See if anybody notices it. Officials. Sometimes you can get away with it because there's so much to look out for.
We're eagle eyes up here. Don't try that one with us. Lap number 10 on the board.
Back here, some battles going on. 2 sport cars duking it out. The 6 of McIntyre and 71 of Borey. This is a battle for a 6th. And a battle no more.
McIntyre had some kind of mechanical issue earlier, so seeing that car.
McIntyre also on a recovery mission from the last time out here. He wrecked in practice. So something mechanically happened there, sent him off to the wall.
Well, just based off of that scheme, Tommy, you know that whenever he's at the track, he's going to drive it hard.
Absolutely.
Battle here into turn number 2. There's Beard on his recovery tour, trying to climb back through the field into the inside of Sonia there for position. The 39's not for position. Part of the sport class. What kind of car is that 39?
It is a Ford Focus, it looks like. I think I've auto-socked with a car like this, and it didn't last long.
It's about to turn into a pancake.
It's a good looking. That's probably one of the newest cars that we've seen out here. Got paper plates and all. Back to McIntyre. It only makes sense that he's got that scheme in this Enduro class, because sometimes that condition could last up to 4 hours.
Yep. Well, your leaders are going through this lap traffic that you're watching right now. Argo to the inside of Claus. leader. The track decided to split up the divisions because we had some race cars showing up to race against more junkyard style cars. A lot of smoke coming out of the 73, it looks like.
Sonia's smoking it up, smoking those front tires, it looks like.
A lot of drivers supported the difference because what was happening is when these cars were racing, there was that big disparity in speed, Tommy, but even though rules were in place to prevent that, some drivers are going, literally, this is how I bought the car.
Yeah.
So the track went, well, instead of punishing everybody and making them spend more money, let's just split up the classes and everybody wins.
Ryder looking for a way around Bolinas. Too Tall Joe, again, trying the over-under approach.
It's about this time in each race where we see Bolinas start to smoke up his right front tire. Let's see what happens. Oh. Also battle behind them between Molina and Osmond. That's battle for fourth. In the sport class, Robbie Salcido continues to lead in the street. Oh, watch out. There's going to be a wall there, Rotundo. You already hit it.
He's just getting familiar again. Old acquaintances.
Sonia might have liked that bumper cover, so whoever hit her better watch out.
Ryder still trying to get to that second spot, but he's got his hands full now with the 39.
Argo with a comfortable lead. Salcido is our leader that is starting to see a little bit of orange showing up in his, oh, maybe not. Some contact between Rice and McIntyre slowed up Robert Rice in second place.
Battle here is Rotundo in the 18 of Osmond into the final corners.
Oh, Bolinas with an issue. The 37 machine off the pace. Heard it as he was coming out of turn number 4.
Like a transmission problem.
Yeah, like it just... It's running. It's, like you said, Tommy, it sounds like some kind of transmission issue. Gonna hurt Bolinas here today. Was having a strong run and that hands over the second spot to Ryder, third spot to Molina, and fourth spot to Osmond, who's under pressure from Rotundo. Osmond trying to get around the number 39 machine, as we talked about earlier. That's Joe Furlow. Joe's like, white paint versus white paint equals white paint.
This will help Rotundo, though. That slow up. Osmond had to hit the brakes. Rotundo making the move, but that momentum's going to carry.
How about this? Battle for second ahead of them. It's Ryder and Molina. All right. Got it. I thought that was the time. I'm like, well, it was a good run, guys. Ryder holds off Molina for now. Behind them is Beard. He's a lap down. About to even get lapped by the leader in his own class of Salcido. White flag is in the air.
Joe going way wide. That did not help.
See if he can get it back on the last lap. Way ahead of them is Argo. Like Argo's going to be able to turn or right the ship here this weekend. Salcido looking comfortable for his win as well. So coming across the line, checkered flag for the 9 machine of Rodney Argo. And the 16 of Robbie Salcido.
So Team LKQ Pick Your Part sweeping again in the Enduro stock class, while Argo returns to victory lane after some heavy damage and an issue